Welcome to Dave's Cooking Show, and for you today, we have a candied bacon maple cheeseburger. Alright, first thing we got to do is make our candied bacon. As you can see here, I've got some bacon on a baking sheet. And you should have the oven preheating to 300 degrees. Again, when you're working with meat, you have to wash your hands about 600 times. And then you just want to sprinkle some sugar on top of the bacon, kind of spread it around, and then you just want to bake it till it's done. And unfortunately, I can't really give a time. Mine took about 25 minutes. But it's really dependent on thickness of the cut of bacon and where you live. So just cook it till it's done. Alright, let's make the barbecue sauce. Okay, to a small saucepan, we're going to add 1 cup of ketchup. Follow that up by a half a cup of maple syrup. And then we want to add a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. If I didn't pronounce that correctly, go fuck yourself. And then we want 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And then we want to add a teaspoon of garlic powder. And then 2 teaspoons of hot sauce. And then just want to whisk this together. Then over a low heat, you just want to simmer this for approximately 30 minutes. Alright, let's cook the burgers. Alright, as you can see here, I've got some 1/4 pound patties on my grill that's over a rather generous heat. And I just seasoned them up with burger seasoning from my local grocery store. And, yeah, give these a couple of minutes each side, and then we'll be ready for the next step. Okie dokie, through the magic of cooking show editing, our burgers are done. Now it's time to add a slice of American cheese, and give them about a minute or so to for the cheese to melt. Okie dokie, as you can see here, thanks once again to the magic of cooking show editing, the cheese is melted, so we're just going to pull these off, put them on a plate, and bring them in the house. And we're ready for assembly. Okie dokie. Now we have a nicely toasted bun. And to that, we're going to add some shreddis. Because there is no better lettuce for burgers than iceberg shredded lettuce. Or shredded iceberg lettuce, whatever. Okay, and now we're going to add the first patty. Again, this is why I like 1/4 pound patties, because I like to do doubles. And now we're going to add some of that candied bacon. And now some of that maple barbecue sauce we made. Then add our second patty. And then 2 more strips of our candied bacon. Then some thinly sliced white onions. And then more of the barbecue sauce. Put the top bun on top. And that's that. A candied maple bacon cheeseburger. And yes, I know I didn't put pickles on it, and I usually rail against burgers that don't have pickles, but I think I was out, actually. Anyway, candied maple bacon cheeseburger. Done.